It is the Sabbath. Jesus is in the synagogue, where his belief and faith call him to be, teaching. Ever watchful, Jesus sees a woman enter the building, her body bent over, bound up by a spirit. As far as we know, she is coming to worship. She doesn't ask for anything. She probably doesn't even notice him, as her vision is limited by her posture to a few inches in front of her and to the side if she turns her head. But Jesus sees her, calls her over, and pronounces she is set free from her affliction. The healing is complete as he touches her. Standing upright, she praises God. It is a radical act of mercy, which crosses a line in the eyes of the synagogue leader. His role is to uphold the law of Torah. Indignant, he quotes from the fourth commandment given to Moses as he addresses the crowd. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. Come on those other days to be healed. The Sabbath is sacred and hallowed. God declared it so. In Genesis, the first story of creation ends with, "So God blessed the seventh day and hallowed it, because on it God rested from all the work he had done in creation." There is benefit to letting go of doing, directing, busyness, and burden, and allowing oneself to simply rest, trusting that all is well and all will be well. The synagogue leader references Exodus, addressing the Israelite people's release by God from the bondage in Egypt. The people had been slaves. Those who knew no rest were given a day of rest. The law of Sabbath was intended to be life-giving, restorative. Jesus' act is an act of love, which restores a daughter of Abraham to wholeness, and releasing her from being bound pushes into the letter of the law. He points out that even the animals are untied and led to drink on the Sabbath, ensuring their well-being. Laws in general can be life-giving, create order, help human beings live in relationship, as well as, in this case, serve to restore an individual to wholeness. Or laws can serve to bind and inhibit. As Christian people, we know the importance of upholding the laws of God and of the land. And we also understand that sometimes love of God and neighbor press us beyond to challenge laws that inhibit the rights of others. Today, there are so many challenges to human rights, from fair wages to health care and medicine, food, clean water, housing, not just here in the United States, but around the world. Isaiah speaks of removing the yoke, offering food, satisfying the needs of the afflicted. Through doing so, your light shall rise in the darkness. The Lord will guide you continually, satisfy needs, make your bones strong, and you shall be like a watered garden. Ruins will be rebuilt, foundations raised up. You shall be called repairers of the breach, restorer of streets to live in. God's work of justice and mercy in the world is grounded in honoring Sabbath time, purposely refraining from pursuing our own interest on the Sabbath and taking delight in the Lord. Doing God's justice and mercy in the world begins in what cannot be shaken, in Sabbath rest. We entrust the cares of life to God for a day, and we worship and celebrate God together in community. There are gifts that arise from Sabbath rest and worship, an intimacy with God, being fully known, restored and renewed, strength given, discernment of spirits, joy of community, celebration of life, just to name a few. What are the benefits you receive from honoring the Sabbath?